Hello there, it's Sunday, and so that means I have another challenge from my two very good crafty friends, Vicky Lou Designs and Crafty Karen Designs. And today we have challenged ourselves to case an American demonstrator, and I've chosen TX Stampin Sharon. She is lovely. Just the projects that she makes are lovely and simple, yet extremely effective, extremely beautiful. I love the way she mixes her colours, and I've been following her for a little while now, and she's just so friendly and you just can't not help liking her really. So one of her videos was doing this double gate fold card, which is what I'm going to do today. So I've used this one that I made here. My folds didn't quite go right and it doesn't meet in the middle. I rushed it a little bit, so I'm going to take my time and show you how to do another one. I've got everything ready to show you that. There is a blog post that goes with this video with all of the measurements, all of the products. I will be stating the measurements as I go along, but the actual measurements themselves will be in my blog. And please go and hop over and see Karen and Victoria's what they've done for this challenge where we've been casing American demonstrators. So I'm doing this slightly different and again inspired by TX Stampin Sharon. Please go along and see her channel. She's just lovely. So let me show you what you have to start off with. Now here in the UK, our A4 paper sizes are different to the US, slightly different. So my measurements will be slightly different to what Sharon has. But I have a piece of card here that measures, this is Whisper White, and it measures 8 inches by 5 7/8. And then what I've done, I've scored here 2 inches and I've scored here at 2 inches. Sorry, I'll try not to make the table wobble. So I've scored there and then really burnish those score lines is what I'm trying to say. A really, really good crisp crease so that it sits together nicely. That needs another go. So just with your bone folder. So we have that. So there's the inside of our card. Now in the one that I made, I stamped the inside with this beautiful flourish. And I'll be doing the same with this one. I haven't quite yet decided what I'm going to decorate that with. Anyway, what we need to do is put some DSP on the front of our card here. Now I'm using Best Dressed DSP. So I've got this lovely diagonal design on there. That's what I'm using on the front, but I'm just going to put this here. This is from the Best Dressed suite that's in the mini catalogue. I'm going to use wet glue for this. You can use snail double-sided tape, whatever you fancy, your adhesive of choice. And you're going to put that on that front panel there, making sure that you have a nice border all the way around. So the thing with wet glue is that you've just got enough time before that glue sets just to get it into the right position. And then the same with the other side. This is such a simple card to make. I don't like making complicated things. I like simple. Put that on there. And there's the front of my card. Like that. Now, the next thing that we've got, I've got 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. These both measure 3 7/8 by 2 3/4, and they're going to sit on there. But I've also got 2 pieces of DSP. Again, this is the Best Dressed, and these measure 3 3/4 by 2 5/8, and we're just going to stick those on there like that. So you can use any combination of card and DSP for this project, absolutely anything, and it's great for scrap busting. I love a project that uses up your scraps, because we don't like to throw stuff away, do we? So if we can use up our scraps, then we're happy with that. So we'll get that on there. So we're going to sit that on there, but just stick that to the left hand flap, and then we're going to stick that one there to the right hand flap. Let's do this top one first. So I'm just going to glue that just to that point there. It's not quite halfway. You can measure it if you want to. And then I'm going to put that in that top corner there. Make sure that's nice and straight, and then smooth that down. And then I'm going to do the same with this one, but that's going to sit on there. So I'm just going to put my glue onto this side of the card. Just put that in that bottom corner. Line it up before that glue sets, and then I'm just going to put that to one side for now, just while that glue dries. Now at the front of it I'm going to decorate with some hearts. So I've got mint macaron paper here, and then some scrap of the Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment in black, and I'm hoping that my sentiment will fit on my heart. I'm not sure it's going to, but we'll have a look. So I'm using the Beautiful Friendship stamp set, and I like this stamp set mainly because of the sentiments on there. So I'm going to use this. I think that's going to fit. We'll see how we go. That is actually my favourite one. Birthdays are the best days, but it's not going to fit. So I'm going to use this one. I love Our Beautiful Friendship, and I just want to make sure that that fits. And it does. We'll see how we go with that. So rather than stamping it onto that heart shape, I've got a bit of scrap over here. Bit of scrap Whisper White cardstock. I've got my D block. And I could have stamped this in mint macaron. I'm going to stamp it in black because I want it to show up. And I'm hoping you can see that this bit of scrap is just big enough for this heart shape. So I've got to be really careful how I stamp this. It might not work. I might have to go and get another piece of white. So I've stamped that on there with Memento ink. And then I'm going to get my punch. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this will fit. Oh, it does. More luck than judgment, I reckon. Punch that out. So the Duo punch is in the mini catalogue, which runs until end of June, I believe. And you've got the Duo punch. I love this, and it wasn't until I watched TX Stampin Sharon's video that this scalloped heart is ever so slightly bigger than the plain heart. So that means what we can do is, so I've punched out the scalloped heart, and then I can sit that on there like that. And because it's a taffy crafting project, we have to put that on with mini dimensionals. Just have to. It is the law. If you're making a taffy crafting project, you have to use mini dimensionals in all projects. So I'll just take those off. And then very carefully, I would normally get my head right over this to make sure that it is central. So So I'm sorry if I get this a bit off centre. No, I think I've got that. Isn't that really, really pretty? And I'm going to put that on there like that, and I'm just going to very carefully just stick the heart onto this bit so that when it's stuck on there, it's holding the card together, but that you're able just to slip that out of there. So we need it quite high up, just so we've just got this little bit of the heart on the bottom half of that card. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals just on these bits here. Dimensionals are super sticky, so this isn't going anywhere. That's famous last words, isn't it? You watch me open this and it'll fall apart. So take my backing bits off of there, and I'm going to close the card. Get this central. Happy with that. And then, if you're very careful, it will just open up like that. And then close like that. So you can keep that in the card when it's in the envelope. And then the person can open it and very carefully open it up. Now we're going to put a sentiment in here, and I'm going to stick with the Beautiful Friendship stamp set. And I think, even though it's in black, I'm just going to put, if I can get the stamp off of this backing plastic, I think I just want to put a little flower there. Now I know it's in black, I like black, okay, so you know that's my choice at the end of the day. I'm just going to test this on a piece of scrap. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I do like black. You can choose any colour you like. Just because I've demonstrated this in black doesn't mean you have to use that. You can use any of your favourite colours. Black flower on there. And also my sentiment. My favourite sentiment in this stamp set is the birthdays are the best days. And as you can see, I have used this to death. And I'm just going to put this sentiment on here, hoping that I've got it central. Always a little prayer. Happy. So there we are, there's the finished card. As I said earlier, all of the measurements are on my blog. I'm just letting that dry a bit when I'm talking to you. All of the measurements are on my blog. Please also go and see Victoria and Karen's projects as well. I haven't seen them yet. I know they're going to be absolutely great, they always are. I'm just going to close that like that. If this is the first time you come across my channel, please come and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notifications of every time I post a video. I post at least once a week. I've got quite a demanding day job, so if I can get some more videos out, then I do. So I hope that's inspired you, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye bye.